Good morning. Welcome to week 3 of Camp NaNoWriMo. We are sitting at 6:04 a.m. on Monday, July 15th. So, right now I'm struggling with my computer mouse, so I think I'm gonna go to my laptop because I want to get a little brainstorming done because I haven't done that. I got my premise here, but now I need to go over like the 8 key points of the story and then start diving into the different beat sections of what's actually happening. So, realistically, this week is going to be tough. So, I need to stay focused and get my writing in as much as I can. And but first things first, in order to, I would say, write easier, I need to have a plan. And with that, I need my computer to work. And so it's kind of irritating me that the mouse, it's not even charging. So I don't know what's up with it. Maybe I'm going to switch chargers. But so I just want to say good morning. Happy NaNoWriMo. And we're on to another day of writing.
It is 6:42 p.m. on July 15th. You guys, I am just struggling. It was a really long day at work. This whole week is going to be very busy for me, and so it is like zapping my mental capacity, I guess you could say. And I didn't write this morning because I didn't have my plot. And it's definitely like I need to fill out my notebook. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna push through it and get everything written, so then tomorrow morning I have to write because I know the next like 3 days I won't really have that much time. Um, or at least in the evening I won't have the time, but I'll still have my normal waking up morning time. Because nothing's like an early start. So it's just at the end of the day, things are a little prolonged. But I just don't want to. That was me working out today. I got home, was dead beat, have a headache, still have the headache, so I'm trying to drink water and it's not cutting it. Um, because it's like also 100 degrees outside with like 90% humidity, so it is rough. Which is probably also a reason why I have a headache, because I'm very temperature sensitive, always have been. Um, and anyways, so what I'm I didn't really want to work out. That's where I was going. Didn't want to work out, but I was like, no, let's just do arms. I don't have to do the running on the treadmill, just do the arms. So I did that. Still didn't feel good. Ate dinner. And now here I am. I feel like I need like something sweet. I mean, I did have watermelon, but it's not really dessert, if you know what I mean. I could have a popsicle, but we will see. So I'm going to write out what I have going on in my plotting notebook for the day, and then we'll call it good. So I think I'm gonna go chill on the couch and write this stuff out, because I feel like I need to be a little more comfy than just sitting on this chair, which is like, it's an okay chair, right? But I just kind of want to lounge. So we're going to go lounge and write out the plot for this short story. Good morning. Happy Camp NaNoWriMo day number 16. Crazy. It is July 16th. In the morning, I'm sitting at 540 5 I just finished writing at 5 a.m. It's almost 6 coming up, and I wrote 800 and something words. So I got some progress today, a lot better, I feel like, than yesterday, but still very slow going. And I think that's just because I'm tired, right? It's going to be a long week, as I mentioned earlier, but I figured I'd get some food right now and get back to writing another scene. I just kind of had the meet cute. And like, I think it would be really cute in a movie. I just don't know if this scene is coming across that well. But this is just a rough draft. I could always bump it up a level moving forward. So on to the next part and slowly but surely making progress. Now time to eat. Hey guys, so it is Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Just got home from work, and today I did not write in the morning. What I did instead was I had to do some prep work for work, so I did not get to do any writing, which is a shame because I don't want to write. That is why I like to do my more writing in the morning, just because by the end of the day right now, I'm just like mentally exhausted. And right, this was a big week for me. It's still going. But I'm looking at my calendar on the fridge and looking at all of the days I've written for the month of July, and there's only 2 days that I didn't. And I don't want today to be one of those. So I'm trying to think of what is the best thing. So I need to work out, right? That is a priority for me. But I've already gotten 12,000 steps. So I would say there is some, I'd say, debate is if my step count is okay and I could skip a workout today. And then that means I'd have to work out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so all 4 days. Because today is supposed to be a running day. So I was going to do running on the treadmill. And I don't really want to do that. But you're here for the writing. And will I get to it? We will see. For one, I will do plotting. So if worst comes to worst, I'll at least do plotting out the next few beats, get that all situated in my book. And then hopefully then tomorrow, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I finish up this story. So that's the game plan. At least do plotting. If I feel ambitious, I can put in some words. But I feel like I need to take it easy. I have just been overwhelmed this week with all things work related, and my energy is like here. So I'm gonna go do my normal after work routine, so working out, get that done, and then see how I'm feeling after dinner, if I'm feeling adventurous to write, or if I'm gonna just keep it easy and just do plotting. Let's go. I am back. Today is Thursday the 18th at 4:13 p.m. And an update from where I left off yesterday. I said that I was like, oh, I was gonna do plotting if I didn't want to do any writing. And I didn't either. So I'm a little bit behind on where I want to be for this week. But overall, I'm still on target for hitting my goal of, it was what, 40,000 for the month of July. And I would say to date, I did write this morning because my Otter AI, who I use to do my transcription, the monthly cap kind of refreshed. And so now I have my 300 minutes, which is awesome because I was like, it's kind of a bummer that I reached that 300 minutes in the last 30 days, which is insane to think that. But I know some of you guys are asking for like a little masterclass on how I do dictation, all the softwares, equipment, all that stuff. Don't worry, that will happen. I just need to get to it and kind of figure out what I want to talk about, how I want to talk about, if I want to do it live or pre-recorded. And I think doing pre-recorded might be just easier so I could show off exactly by doing like screen shares and all that stuff. So stay tuned. For sure that will happen before NaNoWriMo in November. So probably in the coming months, probably prior to actually Preptober. So stay tuned. Don't worry, it is coming because I know that will be a big help, especially for NaNoWriMo, which I don't know if it's like cheating a little bit because you're doing dictation instead of like typing, but you're still getting words on the paper. So I think it's fair. But anyways, we are on Thursday and I'm only roughly at 3,000 words. I have 7,000 words to write in 3 days. So game plan is Saturday and Friday do heavy writing. I'm getting close to the midpoint, so that will kind of, I think, help things wrap up. But it is coming together. And this story, like, there's so many other like scenes I want to add because I was like, ooh, they could do this and this and this. But realistically, I don't have the pages to do that, so we are going to skip that. But just want to say I did write this morning, so shout out to me. And I made some pita bread that actually turned out, which is pretty awesome. I'll try to see if I could remember to show a little snap of that as well as the finished product at work. So that's as kind of like more of a little snippet of me personally outside of being an author, my full-time job. So yeah, it was a busy morning today. It was a busy morning, but I think I got what I wanted to do, the 2 main focus points. And now what I'm going to do is before I work out, because I'm feeling really ambitious right now and I'm having more, I guess, energy right now. So I'm actually going to film my plan with me because what I'm trying to do is do them on Fridays. So I'm going to do a plan with me, talk about my writing for the next coming week and all my plans. So that video will come up before or after this one. So whichever way you watch it, I hope you enjoy. And then we got to get back to writing today and back to plotting. a.m. I am just waking up, so I'm a little tired. Um, but it is Saturday, July 20th. So I just wrote my kind of to-do list I can think of right now that I might add to it. But today I need to finish the story. I did not write 2 times this week, and so I'm way behind. And I needed it. So I just mentally wasn't able to kind of get into that creative zone. So today is the day I'm starting off early, going to get breakfast. Um, and then I think I'm actually gonna do all my plotting. So I want to write in the book, get all that done. So then later, like mid morning to the afternoon, I could just start writing. So that's the plan. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go in the other room, put some ambiance on the TV, eat some coffee. I think I'm gonna have a bagel, and then just get into the plotting. So here we go. We got to finish the story. Got about 7,000 words to write, so it's a lot, but right with dictation, it shouldn't take me, I don't know, more than uh, like 2 to 3 hours. So I should be able to knock it out. And I'm actually gonna do my time tracker for that, but instead of just doing, right, I track just my of my active speaking moments. I'm actually going to do all of the time in between, because right, that does take a lot. Is then after I finish that, I do all my changes, then I look at my next scene, right? So typically I don't count that, but today I am, because I really want to know how far I get. Because then there's also normal household things that I need to do today, which luckily, if worse comes to worse, I could do that tomorrow. I just really want to get this book done. So let's go get breakfast and then move on to plotting. Here is today's devotional from Your Best Life. Begins each morning. When you make mistakes, ask God for forgiveness and then move on, confident that the moment you ask, God forgives you. Not only does God forgive you, but He chooses not to remember your mistakes. If somebody keeps bringing up negative incidences from your past, you know that it's not God. Furthermore, He doesn't even keep a record of it. He's not going to flip back through His files and say, oh, wait, I found something back here in 2005. I can't bless you. No, as far as God is concerned, you don't even have a past. It's forgiven and gone. You are ready for a great present and a bright future. God let go of the past. The question is, will you let go? Will you quit remembering what God has chosen to forget? I am sitting on the couch and I just finished plotting out the rest of the story. And so that took me about an hour, which is kind of crazy to think that it was only like, I think like 4 scenes or whatnot, but it took me that long. So it's something I guess to keep in mind moving forward. Um, how long does it actually take me to plot out a story? And this is also, I'm using kind of AI to help prompt stuff. Obviously, I'm not doing word for word what it says, but at least it gives me a great foundation where some of the scenes I'm kind of stuck on.
Um, so that's that. But I'm feeling good. I would say, the Lovers Reunite scene, I'm a little iffy on. I don't know if it quite works, but at least it's something I could always change it when I go back to in the revision stage. So it is 7 o'clock, and so my plan is to kind of give myself a little mental break, and then I'll be taking tucks out and stuff like that, and getting ready for the day. Except something that I think makes a big difference is when you prepare yourself. So basically, when I do my hair, put my makeup on, I feel more refreshed in a way, and feel less like grunge and stuff like that. And so then I'm gonna move to my office so I can actually start the dictation, with like my microphone and all that stuff. So I'll probably take like a 30-minute break, might watch some YouTube, and then it will be the start of the day. So I'm hoping to get into the office ready to roll by 8 a.m. So that's the plan.
I'm finally sitting down at my desk and I am slightly over on my time, so it's 8:20, but I think it's still within reason. So I made myself a cup of tea just because it's like the outside. I just want like the cozy, but I changed, did my makeup, my skincare routine, so we're all good to go. So just pulling up the time tracking document, I track how many words I do in that sprint. Same with my dictation stuff as well as Scrivener. So, which it looks like actually for Scrivener, I need to close the document on my laptop. I forgot about that. But gonna put on my tablet my ambiance because I like to always have that, and then I'm just gonna start getting ready to write. Um, I forgot that I didn't finish the deepening desire beat. There's like two little things I wanted to add to it, like another scene. Um, and then we're gonna get to the midpoint. So exciting! Yay. Okay, let's see how much I could do. I'm gonna set my timer and then rock and roll.
Update. So I have been writing for about an hour now, give or take. Um, and so I'm getting close to the NaNoWriMo target for the day, which is 25,806 words. And right now I am at 25,093. So I'm so close, which I'll definitely hit. In terms of this story, I am just finished The All Is Lost. So the black moment and the inkling of doubt kind of merged together when I was doing the dictation. So that is something I'll need to separate out when that happens.
In terms of going over through the revisions. And um, so I am getting close. I just have, right, the lovers reunite. That's the scene that I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna quite work, but I'm gonna try to do it anyways. And right, I could always scrap it and move on. Then we got the grand gesture, which this scene is gonna be so cute. I could just like I picture it and I'm like, ooh. And then we have the happily ever after. And then I'll be on to the next one, which is like either working titles like going to be like Awakening to Love or Awakening Love or something like that because every story is going to have love at the end of it. So that's going to be like my tie-in for the names. And I thought that was like perfect for the Persephone and Hades story. So it will be Penelope and Hayden or Penny. She goes by Penny. Um, and so I am excited about that story, which that one I think is going to be, I don't know. I think that might be like the spiciest one of all. Um, but we will see. And that's the funny part with AI. So anything that's like explicit, it will not transcribe. So that is the thing I have to keep in mind is when I was doing my dictation of the scene, it wouldn't correct it. So that scene is very rough and like the layout of it is very odd because it's just extracting from what Otter puts out. Um, but it is what it is. Obviously, I'm going to be changing that once I go through the first round revisions. But I am almost finished. I'm so excited. Um, because I really want to finish this today, and I should be able to because right, it is not even 10 o'clock, and I only have 3 scenes left. However, my word count is definitely shorter. So right now I'm at 5,397. So I'll probably get close to 7,000, I think. So I won't be hitting my 10,000 mark for this story. But obviously, when I go around or go over it, I should be able to hit it no problem because there's definitely plot holes, big time gaps that I need to kind of smooth over and fill in. But I am getting there. So excited. And then I need to have everything plotted out for this next story because I think that was the big hang up that I had for this one. Is I didn't have it kind of like pre-plotted and written in my book so I could be reading it while I'm speaking. And that is something I think I definitely need to do. So that's going to be the goal for tomorrow after I finish, or even today if I finish early, because I know it's still kind of yucky outside. And so I'm like, for one, I can't really mow the grass because I need that to fully dry. And I don't know if it will or not today. And plus, there might be some thunder showers later. So that one we're going to kind of hold off on. That might be just like a next week after work kind of thing as well. But wrapping this story up. Uh, yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Walking into the nightclub Abyss that my brother Hayden owned, I just needed a break from everything that was going through. Seeing Marissa that day was tough. Even though it was from a distance in my car, I just knew that I needed to escape everything that was swirling in me. And because of that, the waves were pretty rush and everything around. I finished! I'm so excited. I have finished sailing into love. We are officially done. Final word count is 7,583. It's a little short, but that's okay. I'm super excited. So let me show you what I have. Here is a quick rundown. So this was at the very beginning and we finished it. So let's check out our word count. So it took me 121 minutes of active writing, word count of 7,583. Not too shabby. So I'm on, and I just added the last bit into my Camp Nano. And I wrote today 4,140 words. So I am now finally above the chart. So that's awesome. So just a little quick rundown of how I'm feeling about this story. I think it was a good first draft. Obviously, there were parts that I kind of wanted to expand a little bit, but I think it's okay. And I think the hard part is that this story, there's very few other character interactions, right? They are kind of stuck on this yacht. with this small island next to them, and so they really had to rely on each other. Um, so what I need to do is make sure that there is enough conversation, and that is, I think, what was happening at the very end. It was all just internal, and with not having the characters, it's kind of hard to add more dialogue, so I need to figure out a way to do that. But I'm happy the book is done and I'm on track. I can't believe I finished it. And on to the next one. Man, this has been a crazy, like, NaNoWriMo with all the stuff of writing small, short stories per week. And it just, I guess, reiterates that I am able to do that. And so, right, if you're doing the full word count is writing, whatever it may be, like 1,600 or 2,000 words a day, you could write a full novel in a month. And I think the biggest thing is making small chunks and just eating away at it and just pacing yourself. There are days where I did not write, and that's why I have my cool calendar that I see every morning. It's on the fridge. I got to put my sticker that when I complete my writing, and just having that, I guess, incentive, like, ooh, yay, I get another sticker for the day. It just makes it, I guess, easier. Um, and so, yeah. So now I'm actually kind of like excited to actually try to do a full length story. Um, but I don't know if I'm quite there yet in terms of like this genre. I definitely need to read a little bit more. And so it's something that I need to do is after writing this next one is take a little break, read several short stories just to kind of see the pacing, how much dialogue versus internal monologue there is, description, all that, because right, these are roughly 10,000 words or less. And so I want to see what is happening in the genre. Obviously, for mine, since mine's kind of a Greek fantasy, um, there's not, that's romance based. There isn't really um, much of like competitors, which I think is going to be really good for me because then I can make my name for myself as like that's my specialty. However, I do want to be more in the paranormal, so like vampires, witches, demons, that kind of thing. So this was just, I've always liked Greek mythology, so I wanted to write about it. And I just come up with a kind of an idea for the next one, which is working title Hidden Love. And that one would be a more of a new adult. So finishing up, the girl is finishing up her last year at an academy, which is Hestia's academy. So she is the god of um, hearth and home, I think. Um, and so that will be kind of the girl, kind of like a Springa, where they're able to go experience the world outside. So that's gonna be how it is. It's like then she like finds this guy she likes, and then she's like, "Ooh, I don't actually want to stay at the academy," and become kind of like a nun, if you will. So I think that's gonna be another idea. And then I mentioned Aries in this story, which means now I gotta write a short story for him because he's a god that I miss. Well, there's a lot of gods and goddesses that I did not write about, but that's one um to write about. So this series could keep on going until I run out of uh, sons, daughters, cousins, whatever they may be. Somehow they're related to, right, the Olympian gods. So I think that's it for this NaNoWriMo vlog. This probably wasn't as exciting as last. I didn't really show much besides just little snippets of how my writing is, but that's kind of like a little insight of my method, I guess. And I hope you guys have a good Nano getting ready for the last week. I can't believe it. But I just want to say thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye, guys.